My name is Andrea Garber, and I will be demonstrating spinal extensions with rotation to help mobilize the thoracic spine. This exercise will be used primarily in Phase 1 of the ACE Fitness program, where the focus is functional movement and resistance training at low intensity. This will help develop postural stability throughout the kinetic chain without compromising mobility at any point in the chain. The type of client that would utilize this exercise is anyone experiencing pain in the lower back. However, it should be avoided by anyone that has an active back or spinal injury unless their doctor has cleared them for this type of exercise. The goal of the spinal extension is to promote the thoracic spine, to create mobility from the thoracic spine to the hip. And primarily muscles that are trained during this exercise is the thoracic and lumbar spine, promoting trunk rotation. To prepare for this exercise, lie on one side with both knees bent at a 90-degree angle with your hips at 90 to 100 degrees. Align the knees together, keeping them on the riser. Keep the lower knee on the riser throughout the first exercise. Engage the core. This will help stabilize the lumbar spine, maintaining the contraction throughout the exercise. Make sure to avoid lordosis, or the inward curving of the lumbar or cervical spine. Reach your upper arm across your body, grasping at your rib cage on the opposite side of your trunk. Exhale and rotate your torso by pulling at your rib cage. Make sure to avoid rotating the hips and the knees because this changes the exercise. Do this 4 to 6 times on each side, holding the movement for 15 to 30 seconds. This will isolate the spinal muscles. A progression to this exercise is to do the same stretch with a yoga ball or a block between your knees, keeping the lower knee on the floor. The second progression would be to do the same stretch, changing the upper arm from a grasping at the rib cage to abducting the arm 90 degrees with an extended elbow, attempting to reach the opposite floor. The third progression would be to assume any starting position with the lower extremity on one side. Depress and retract your scapula. Move the upper arm to the start position of a press and the lower arm at the start position of a pull. Avoid protracting the scapula. In unison, perform an upward press with the upper arm and a high back row with the lower arm. If you find that your client is struggling, regress the exercise back to the second or first progression, or back to the original stretch. If you find your client is struggling with even the first stretch, you may want to progress them to a spinal extension with no rotation. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helps you with your mobilization and stabilization of your thoracic spine.